Close your eyes, please, for a minute. Saranavadu Sannavunattu Saviryam Karavave Yasinavaditamastu Ma Viddushavahe Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Okay, I'll just read these verses. Verse number 7 onwards, please read. Vishwam spurati yatredam taranga iva sagare tattvameva na sandeha Chinmurte vijvaro bhava Shraddhasva tata shraddhasva Natramoham kurushvavo Jnana swarupo bhagavan Atma tvam prakrute para Gunai samveshtito deha Tishtati ayati yati cha Atmana ganta naganta Kimenam anushochasi. See, these are the beautiful verses we are seeing yesterday. You just the last verse, please. That Shraddhasva tatam Shraddhasva tata Natra moham kurusvabho. This exhortation is so intimate, so sincere. The teacher, how nicely says, Shraddhasva tata Shraddhasva. Like to a child you say, Shraddhasva. Hey, may you have this Shraddha, may you have this confidence, may you see it very clearly for yourself in whatever I have revealed. Please, you see that truth for yourself, in which don't have any moha at any time. Moham ma kurusva. Don't make any moha. No, don't be deluded. In this there is no delusion. You better try to understand what it is, but don't just dismiss it. This is what it is. Because the confidence of the teacher is something amazing. Where from this confidence comes? Confidence comes from the understanding, very clear understanding of yourself. When you see something very clearly, you are totally confident. Because there is no question of it any time being dismissed. Nobody can dismiss it. That is why they call it in the scriptural teaching, learning, they say, once you understand this reality for yourself, you go on challenging it from various directions, so that you remain absolutely steady in that wisdom. Absolutely steady in that wisdom. They call it as this Sthanu Nikandana Nyaya, that there is a logic. You put up a pole, you dig a hole and you put up a pole and then you try to fill it up. Then you go on shaking it. Why? Because if it is shaking too much, then it will not hold a net or it will not hold something. So you hold it, you shake it a little. If it is still shaking, then give still more some bangings all sides. Put some stones, put some something, concrete or something, so that it becomes absolutely steady. So ask yourself whether the understanding about yourself is absolutely steady, unshakable. Just today's there is a newspaper clipping in a particular country. There is a school, they were trying to teach comparative religion. Now the government has come in to force the school authority to close down that comparative religions. Why? The allegation is you are trying to bring in other thoughts through the back door, so that the people who are with a particular religion living in that area, you are trying to convert them or you are trying to destroy them. Now, if you are so sure about yourself as to who you are, open it up, completely open it up. Let the person see for himself. Even if you say, no, he's a child, he cannot show it, you cannot keep a person child all the time. The most healthiest growth you can give to a child's mind is making it a mind which will be open for discussion. You cannot get into a discussion with preconceived notion and pre-gone conclusions. You cannot already say, this is the truth, and then try to analyze. That doesn't work. You have full right to hold on to something as your version of truth, nothing wrong. But when somebody else says, now you put it up yourself, is it really right? Is it really right? Suppose some people are previously thinking the earth is flat. Somebody said, no, earth is round. Now a lot of people will be disturbed. That is where the philosophy, which was the school of thought or the religion, which was holding that this is a geocentric universe, that the earth is the center of the universe. Suddenly when Galileo comes and says, earth is not the center of the universe, not in the center of the solar system, sun is the center of the solar system, naturally the orthodoxy, the establishment, the religion did not like it. So this is where they call it as the dissent. The people who are rebelling against the accepted behavior, so-called accepted versions of truth. So that is their witch hunting. They should be destroyed. People cannot take it because they have the ideas. But when somebody gives another standpoint, immediately you should look at it and say, how is it possible? I say earth is flat because per perception earth is flat. Why is somebody saying it is round? Give me the reasons. Instead of telling, no, that's what my father has told, grandfather has told, great-grandfather has told, therefore earth is flat. That is not logic. Same thing also about yourself. Who you are. Oh, this is so beautiful. Who you are. A religion which gives you a particular identity will be intolerant of opening up. A philosophy which gives you an identity will be intolerant of opening up. A study which gives you a particular identity will be intolerant of opening up. Because if their version or the identity that they are giving you, if that is the truth, naturally they feel challenged when somebody says, you are not that. You are not a physicist, you are not a mathematician, you are not a geographer, you are not an Indian, you are not a man, you are not a woman. But these are the ideas we have got with us. And when the teacher tells it or scripture tells it, naturally everybody feels a little rattled. Especially so, religious people will feel more or most rattled because they think they have reached the goal. That you believe in a God, or believe in a book, or believe in a system. How can you believe in, listen carefully, the moment you believe in an identity, believe in a goal, believe in a God, believe in a truth, believe in some type of a book, or some type of belief in a truth also, what you are doing, you are transferring your confidence to that something. That is where your confidence is shattered when what you are holding on to is challenged. The real teaching is not to transfer your confidence to a book, to a practice, to a tradition, to a so-called God or the truth, but to yourself. And then you discover this self is nothing but the God also, truth also, everyone also. Are you getting that beauty? So it makes it so beautiful. You suppose I say, this is God, not everybody will accept it. If you say, God is this, why not? Just think. Let us say this is the globe. I have given you that example before. Suppose you say this is a globe. I say this is the earth. Hey, globe is not earth. Globe is the representation of the earth. Globe is not the earth. It's a representation of the earth. And with what the earth can be represented? Earth can be represented by just anything. The planet earth can be represented by anything. It can be dust, water, leaves, sand, stone. When you are sending something to the other planets and stars, the outer space, when they are sending a vehicle to outer space, some samples you have sent for the earth. What is that? Anything can represent the earth. But this much is not earth. Exactly the same way. You cannot say God is this much. This much is not God. God is that also. So that understanding, same thing also. Listen please. You are body also, but body by itself is not you. Are you getting that point please? You are body also, but body by itself is not you. You are thought also, but thought by itself is not you. So if somebody gives you a version of you as to who are you, an idea, an identity, identification with a book or a tradition or a custom or a practice or a belief, it can be scientific belief, it can be, you understand, you can believe in science or believe in nonsense. It doesn't matter. Belief is a belief. Because if you say you are a scientist first and last, you are a rationalist first and last, and you are the non-believer first and last, both are useless. Because you challenge the disbelief of the, you challenge the belief of the believer, he will feel disturbed. You challenge the disbelief of the non-believer, he will also feel challenged. Who you are is not a matter of belief. You understand that point? Who you are is not a matter of belief. You have a belief or you are a belief. Come on, think over it. You have a belief or you are a belief. You are. So long before a little belief comes into your life, you are already existing. So beliefs are not that important. Beliefs are not that important for you to be who you are. Beliefs are important to try to explore the world. I believe there is a life in Mars. Suppose you say, no, I don't believe, then will you explore? Understand the beauty, the place of belief in life. I believe there is life in Mars. So then only I shall try to explore. Suppose in the very beginning, is there life in Mars? No. Why shall you send a spacecraft? For what? You have already told no. That is why belief is healthy. I believe there is a God. So let me explore. No, there is no God. I believe there is infinity. There is absolute. There is happiness. All pervasiveness. Then you shall explore what it is. But suppose in the very beginning itself, none of these things existing, you will not explore it. And also, please understand why people do not believe in this. Because when you say infinity is existing, it is as though you are denying yourself. Are you getting that point, please? When you say God is existing, as though it doesn't include you. That is why you are afraid that I don't want to believe in a God. Why should God be there? But if suppose that something, that God, the infinity, the absolute, includes you also, then it's fantastic. And since the truth is like that, when you say infinity, it cannot exclude me. When you say totality, it cannot exclude me. Therefore, when I say such a totality or such a God or such infinity doesn't exist, it is like denying yourself as though you don't exist. That way it is so beautiful. Appreciate. This tradition is amazing. The Vedas, the Upanishads, God only knows, I tell you. How open. How open. You are not afraid of anything. Comparative religion, why not? Let thousands of ideas come. Let thousands of ideas come. You choose. Whereas you, listen please and see that very clearly, you are not an idea. Who you are is not an idea. Who you are is not a belief. Who you are is not a custom, some type of an idea, some type of notion. Who you are, indescribable, already existing. You pick up a faith, you pick up an idea, you pick up a belief, you pick up certain practice. So you are already there. Are you getting that point, please? You are already there. That is why this exhortation, Shraddhasva Tata Shraddhasva. Oh baby, a child, oh young one, Shraddhasva. What I say, have Shraddha. When he says Shraddha means what? It is not imposition. Whatever I say, you must believe. You must believe in what I say. No. Shraddha is belief pending discovery. When you say Shraddha, Shraddha is a beautiful word in Sanskrit. Shraddha, when you say that, it is not a blind belief. Believe what I say. Shraddhasva means believe, pending discovery. Don't dismiss it, because if you dismiss it, you shall not inquire on it. Are you getting that point, please? Don't dismiss it. Neither, also, just don't believe it. Because some people can stay at the level of belief without questioning. A person believes in God, other person doesn't believe in God. Who is better? Both are useless. Why? Person who doesn't believe in God, if his disbelief is challenged, he will feel affected. Person who believes in God and has the security in that belief, you challenge his belief, he will also be disturbed. Belief is the beginning. Belief is not the end. You believe pending discovery. So that you are a believer, astika. Astiti vodabhyam. Astiti. Who says asti, it is there, he is a believer. Listen carefully. Ishvaro asti. God is belief. Truth, Brahma, asti, let us say. That is also a belief. Aham Brahma asmi. When you say Brahma asmi, knowledge, no more belief. Ishvara asti, belief. Ishvara asmi, jnana. Jnana swarupa Bhagavan. Jnana swarupa asmi. Hey, jnana asti. There is knowledge, consciousness, all pervasive. Jnana asti. If you say no, there is no jnana, there is no chaitanya, there is no consciousness, there is no reality, will you inquire upon it? That is where you shall be fighting with the non-believer. He says, there is no such thing as knowledge. What Brahman? Nonsense. What God? Stupid. There is no such stuff. So the believer feels challenged. Because this is a matter of belief. Because he does not know whether it is really exists or not. He believes, but he doesn't know it is existing. Are you getting that? So the belief may be your starting point, but belief is not your end point. Ishvaro asti, astika. Ishvaro nasti, nastika. Theist, atheist. Astika, nastika. Truth, asti, astika. Theist. Nasti, nastika. Atheist. He doesn't believe in it. Then atheist will never inquire. The theist will believe, but he will believe in some type of gathering. His belief. That is why the believers go on fighting. Why? You believe in a God, but what type of God? This is my God. This is my God. This is your God. This is somebody else's God. Now all the believers are fighting. In disbelief, there is oneness. In disbelief, that it doesn't exist. Are you getting that? In irrationality, disbelief is totally irrational. But there is oneness and more votes. Whereas belief, believers are divided because they believe in God, but that God is not the same God. Each one has his own version of God. Same thing also, listen carefully, it's so beautiful. You understand, you see that clearly? So Ishvara Asti can be your beginning. Asmi, Aham Asmi, I am Ishvara, Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, I am the Absolute. Narayanoham, Narakantakoham, Purantakoham, Purushohamisha. Amazing, Shankara writes, Aham Narayana. When you say Aham Narayana, I am Narayana, now suddenly don't try to see four hands and all that stuff. What is Narayana? Listen, what is Narayana? Narasyayam Naram Tesham Ayanam. That which is the ultimate goal of every individual, absolute. And what is that Narayana? Beautifully Narayana Suktam will say, Antarvahicha tat sarvam vyapya Narayana stitah. The usual translation will be Narayana is all pervasive, within and without, pervading, Narayana is existing. That is where it becomes a little misleading. If you say, this is Narayana, listen carefully, this is Narayana, the blue-blooded gentleman, the blue-blooded person with all these fancy weapons, for a believer's language, all these things. If you say, gentleman, they will already feel affected. For weapons, hey, what nonsense, what type of language you are talking, you are no. If you confine God to a particular form like that, this is Narayana, the blue-blooded, then what happens? And then you say, he is inside, outside, everywhere. Very difficult to accept. Very difficult to accept. How can this be everywhere? This is only here. This one is everywhere. How? People cannot believe. But suppose you take the other way around, antar bahishcha tad vyapya yat tishtati. Antascha vyapya bahishcha vyapya yat tishtati. Yat tishtati. That which is existing, pervading inside, outside, within, without. You want to give it a name? Narayana. Why only Narayana? Vishnu, all pervasive. Why only Narayana, Vishnu, Vaishnavaita? Sabrahma, Sahari, Sendra, Sokshara, Paramaswara. Narayana Sutta itself will say, Sabrahma, that is Brahma, that is Shiva, that is Hari, that is Indra. Oh, you don't like these names? Akshara, imperishable. Paramaswara, Swami Rajati, shining in its own glory. So forms are as beautiful as when the formless is. Therefore, please see, so beautiful. Saddhasva. This teacher is almost imploring. Don't disbelieve in this. Believe. And then don't stop at belief. Convert it to knowledge. Discover it and be that. If you cannot believe it, your inquiry will not begin. That is why giving the belief to a child is beautiful. But to condemn him to that belief itself is dangerous. A person can start with a belief, but you should not end up with a belief. And if you stay with the belief, you shall be shaken a lot of times in life. Your belief will be shaken. It will be shaken by the non-believers. It will be shaken by the other people. Sometimes your own mind also will say, you say, God is the one who is very kind, takes care of everything. But my mother is dying of cancer, God please take care. Mother still died. I don't believe in that God. Such a belief will disappear. I believe in God. I ask, I am praying for a lottery and never got it. God goes. And you see a crook rising in life and a good person completely being destroyed. What shall you say? There is no God. The belief is shattered. Understand? Your belief is shattered. God doesn't go. What goes is your belief. Are you getting that? The truth is undisturbed. The God is undisturbed. The existence is undisturbed. What is disturbed is your belief. Your belief is disturbed. And because you take yourself to the belief, because your belief gives you an identity, so anytime your belief is shattered, you also feel shattered. You understand? So are you who you are? Is it a matter of belief? Or is the pure knowledge, existence, is already existing who you are? Therefore, see the imploring voice, Saddhasvatata, oh baby, oh child, oh handsome one, oh great one, oh young one, oh son, oh daughter, whatever you say, oh friend, Shakha. Anyways, the teacher can go on invoking that. Believe in me. Somebody can believe as a what? That is why so many different types of belief is there, no? Har Kirtanam, what is that? Pujanam, Kirtanam, Padasmaranam, all that, Padasevanam, Kirtanam, Vandanam, Harehe, Smaranam, Padasevanam, like that it goes. Somebody's belief comes in Kirtan by singing, somebody Japam, singing, repeating the name, somebody Padasevanam, serving the God or the whatever, the teacher, whatever you say, and then somebody, so many ways, Atmani Vedanam, giving yourself up. The faith, the belief has got so many ways it can express itself. To a child you behave like a child, to a friend you friend a Sakhyam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Dasyam, somebody behaves like a Sakha, like a friend. A friend is what? Anything goes, no? A friend is one with whom you can tell anything without being misunderstood. You can do anything without being misunderstood. Sakhyam, Dasyam, like a dasasya, dasoham, like a slave. Which one is good? Arjuna was a friend. Sudama was a friend. Somebody said Vidura was a devotee. You understand? Gopas, gopis, different types of devotion. Different types of devotion. So the teacher, what is it? Whatever it is, whatever way you look up to the teacher or the teaching, please say, Shraddhasva, please have that confidence. Moha atra ma kurusvabho. Don't have any delusion in this. Do not be deluded. Don't get lost in the belief. You understand the beauty of it? Listen carefully. What it means, please don't be lost in a belief about yourself or an identity. I'm a body, dehoham. Don't get lost. Natvam deho, nate deha. Just before that it has come. Neither you are the body nor you have the body. Natvam deha, nate deha. You are not the body, you don't have the body. Who you are is not a body. Neither it is yours. Can you say the body is yours? It belongs to the totality, the whole elemental universe. That is why yesterday we saw that. It will come again in the ocean of consciousness, the wave of a body playing about. In the ocean of elements, the elemental body is playing about. So Shraddhasva, please see that. Atra ma moham kurusva. May you never have the delusion in this. Why? Jnana Swarupa, Bhagavan, Atma, Tvam Prakrutehe Paraha. Tvam, you are Atma, the self-consciousness. You want to give it a name? Atman. That's what you are. Which is Jnana Swarupa, pure consciousness. Bhagavan, Bhagayasya asti. As I told you, you have got all the dispassion, discretion, jnana, vairagya, aishwarya, lordship, everything you have at your disposal. If you are with yourself, you are naturally dispassionate. There is no such thing which you cannot live with or cannot live without. You can live with everything, you can live without everything. You can live with prosperity, live without prosperity. You can live in poverty, live without it. You can live with the body, live also as existing also when the body goes. You live with all your thoughts, you can also exist when none of these thoughts are existing. How beautiful. Jnana Swarupa, you are pure, form of your pure knowledge. Jnana Swarupa, Jnana is your Swarupa. Knowledge, consciousness is your nature. Prakrutehe para, you are beyond the Prakriti, that which is Maya, Trigunatmika, Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, everything. It will come later on, we shall see, and you are beyond all these things, beyond ignorance. That is what you are. Have this knowledge. See the beauty of it is. And if you don't do it, why that exhortation? Because if you don't do it, you shall continue to suffer in life. Your suffering will never come to an end. Do you know why? The limitations of body will never come to an end. Body is continuously changing, dying, growing. Everything is continuously changing, dying, growing. Therefore, if you are identifying, if your being who you are is dependent upon a changing thing, as the things are changing, you shall continue to change. Therefore, you shall be affected. You cannot stop the changing body. You cannot stop the dying body. You cannot stop the changing mind. You cannot stop the growing body and the growing, changing world. But you can stop identifying with the growing, changing, dying, perishing body, mind, everything. Are you getting that point? How beautiful it is. Just understand. It is so beautiful. One line. That is why when you come across a world today, what today, everywhere it is always existing. Because how many traditions teach this beautiful stuff? Close down the school. Why? Because it's teaching comparative religion. Should there be fear? Let the child be open to everything. Oh no, he shall suffer. Let him suffer. Only when you suffer, you shall see you will recognize the beauty. You won't understand the limitation, you go to the limitlessness. Yesterday somebody sent a nice story to me. Very nice story. You know, so many ways I have given that example in many different ways, but this is an interesting story like that. There was a person, he was going along with his teacher in the walking down. They were just walking around. And then, as they were walking around, they are supposed to see, observe and learn. So as they are going there, they saw in a forest, there is a nice little house. One or two people are there, small little house, but fully forested area. Then they started wondering, how does anybody live in this forest? How do they manage? Okay, observe. So they go there. And as they see, people, very simple people, very small little house, and but very contented, very comfortable, very contented. They asked him, Sir, how do you manage in this place? There is nothing, it's a deep forest. How do you manage here? He said, we have a cow, and that cow gives some few liters of milk. We sell little bit of this nearby town, we go 2-3 kilometers, we go into the town, we sell it. And we get whatever little things we need for that, and another little of milk we keep it, we cuddle it, make little cheese, make little curd, and then we live our life. Then they say, oh, very, very contented, very, very satisfied, so nice, so nice, so nice. And the student comes back and says, see, they are living such a simple life, so beautiful. Then the teacher tells, that's good, but you do one thing. You go, that cow is grazing there, no? You push the cow to the ditch. There is a gorge, there is a mountain, hillside. You push that cow. The student said, what? What are you taking, sir? You are telling me to push that cow which is giving the sustenance to the people. He said, I am telling you, just push it. Now he is the teacher. He is not the student who shall say, oh, no. This teacher has a vision, a view, understanding, which the student doesn't have. Like a person who says the whole reality about yourself. Suppose you say, okay, you think it over, like the 10th man. Count how it is 9. I have counted 100 times, it is 9, what are you talking? Count. If the teacher says count, count. Because he knows something which you don't know. Listen carefully. On that basis also people can be fanatic. So whatever teacher says, idiots also can take you for a ride. So this is the mistake. But think of it. So he says, push it. So he pushed this cow. And he goes back. The teacher and student go up. And after staying for a few years with the teacher, now the student has gone back to his life and has started working and all that, and then he has become a very successful businessman. But this guilt has always remained in his head that he pushed the only cow for the family and they must have been dead. So when he became a very rich business person, he said one day, he carried many things with a lot of money also, so he wanted to give it to the people. I was the one responsible for their misery. So after 10 years, he comes back that again he visits that. When he comes to visit that area, he cannot believe. That place is a huge house, wonderful vegetable patches, horses, not only cows, but horses also running. So he goes there, he says, when he goes there and he says, they recognizes the same person. He says, how are you? Do you remember me? He said, yes, I remember you. But you came with your great teacher also. How is the teacher? He is no time to talk about the teacher. Now he is more interested to know how come you are the same person but you are living in such a big house, so many things. He said, what happened? He says, when you and your teacher visited, the day you left, we discovered the cow has fallen into the ditch and died. So we didn't know what to do. So we started clearing up little place and started planting some herbs and some vegetables. The first 1 year was very difficult, but slowly we started producing these things and started selling in the market. And there was a ready-made market. So we cleared up some more areas and we cleared up some more vegetable and herbs and other things, and slowly it became very thriving business. And look at it, now we have got a heavy agricultural land, and we have got the forest also, and we have the big house, everything. Thanks to a visit, I don't know what happened, but anyway, the cow died. Now what the student will say? If this little cow would not have gone, they will be still living with it, cow and animal, very satisfied with the thing, because for them there is no other dimension, there is no struggle. In real life, so many times it happens. Person develops a little pain in the stomach. He goes to for a checkup. Then he discovers his kidney was going to get affected, or his heart was going to get affected. He is going to get a full checkup. Then that becomes a blessing. Appa, good that I had this stomach pain, or else I would never have gone for the checkup. I would never have saved myself. The Nani Palkhiwala, who was the big, the Palkhiwala, who was the big best lawyer in India, he was not accepted by a company as a law officer. Therefore he decided to practice. Had he got a job, he would have been an elevated legal officer in a company. Started doing his own practice, look at it. Both sides of the stories are there. Sometimes if the cow is dead, somebody can be frustrated and completely dead. That also can happen, but depends on the individual. So like that there are, when you have a belief, that you have the confusion is a great asset. Because only if you are confused about yourself, you shall look for the solution. If death is a problem, living is a problem, relationship is a problem, money is a problem, job is a problem, everything suffocates you. Naturally you want to literally come out and have a little fresh air to breathe. When life suffocates you, you want to get out for a little fresh air to breathe. That is why everywhere you shall see that type of teachers and that type of students approaching the teacher. What is in Vivek Chudamani? How the student comes? Durvara samsara davagni taptam duduyamanam duradrushtavataihi bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityo saranyamanyat tvadaham najane. He says, oh Lord, look at this. Durbara samsara davagni taptam. This is the language Shankaraj used, is so sweet. The times have changed. but the problems are universal. Same feeling will be there. They will be starving in a forest. Today you are starving in a metropolis. A starvation means a sense of lack. That time the fellow did not have one cow, he was miserable. Today you don't have a car, you are miserable. Misery is universal. So Durbara samsara davagni taptam, literally roasted in this forest fire of samsara, where everything continuously changing. Dodhuyamanam adrushtabhatehi, completely shaken up by the wind of the unknown. What is the unknown unfolds, I don't know. I am completely shaken up. Bhitam prapannam paripahi mrityoho. I am bhitam, frightened. I feel shattered. Mrityoho paripahi. Please protect me from death of different kinds. Death of a dream, death of a relationship, death of money, death of business, death of confidence. So many things I go through. Please protect me. Saranyamanyatvad ham na jane. I don't know anybody else other than you. Maybe those days people are, when a lesser in a society who are not much of the education, only death of the body must be frightening them. Or the death of a child, or the husband, or a wife, or something like that. But the same type of urgency it brings into life. Saranyaman, I don't know anybody else, please protect me. Not only prosperity, but also, not only poverty can bring you that aspiration, prosperity also. Arjuna was not poor. Arjuna was the prince. And what he says? Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yashoka uchoshanam indriyana abapya bhumau asapatnam ruddham samrajyam api suranam adhipatyam. He says, Lord, what I am going through, nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat yasokam uchoshana indriyanam. Indriyanam yat sokam yat uchvasam. The way the sense organs torture the individual, the way the thoughts are torturing me, the thirst for things, the craving for things, more and more and more. Nahi prapashyami mamapanudyat. I don't think it can ever be alleviated. Even if I get abapya bhumau asapatnam ruddham samrajyam. Bhumau, in this earth, even if I get ruddham samrajyam. Samrajyam is even if I get an empire. Ruddham samrajyam, prosperous empire. Abapya bhumau asapatnam ruddham samrajyam. Not only empire, it should be simple empire is useless. Ruddham samrajyam, prosperous empire. Prosperous empire, but suppose eaten up by, always attacked, aggressively attacked by the neighbors, asapatnam, there is no enemy. Even if I get a kingdom, prosperous, unrivaled. Here, Suranam adhipatyam, and when I die, even if I get the Suranam adhipatyam, the power, the sovereignty of gods, I don't think, God, these limitations will go away. Because there have been kings here, those who have been frustrated. Life in the heavens, they say, Yatha hya karma chito logo pikshiyate, yatha amutra punya chito logo pikshiyate. That heaven is not eternal. There are even these positions also will go. I want to solve the problem now. So you are not a poor fellow. Huh? So sometimes prosperity also can show you the limits of pleasure. Somebody reaches the limits of suffering, he wants to kill himself. Somebody sees the limits of pleasure also, frustrated. You understand? Both way. You see the limits of pleasure, prosperity. You also see the limits of pain. The person who is going through pain, what shall he say? I want to be prosperous. The person who is prosperous, he has seen the limits. What shall he say? I want to renounce everything and suffer. That is why you shall see people indulgent, renunciate. Alternatively, indulgent, renunciate. Neither indulgence will solve the problem, nor renunciation will solve the problem. You understand how beautiful it is? So when the life teaches us these lessons, please, when the life teaches us this lesson, you are shaken up by it. Like the person, cow is lost, finds alternative ways of sustenance. When your individuality is shattered, you shall look for who this individual is. Who I am. You understand? The question is not who the God is, what God shall I believe in? What book shall I believe in? Because books, God's creations comes later on. First come you. Do you understand? Gods will not feel offended. God-man will feel offended. Priest will feel offended. Because the priest makes a business out of gods. The people who are making a business out of gods, they will go heavily batting for God. A person is making a business out of yoga, exercise, they shall go heavily batting for yoga, exercise, practices. They are selling practices. Somebody gives you confidence in what? Positive thinking. Huh? This exercise, this visualization, that visualization. What are they doing? Unconsciously they are taking you away from yourself and making you a prisoner of a thought, a practice, an idea. In Atmagyan, self-knowledge, it is the understanding of being yourself. Not even an idea, not even a thought, not a practice, nothing. Who you are is not a practice, nothing. That is what he says. Natvam deha, nate deha. You understand that? Remember that line yesterday? Na bhokta, na karta bhavan. Neither you are enjoyer, nor doer, nothing whatsoever. Chidruposi, sada sakshi. You are the pure consciousness. Sada sakshi, always the witness. Nirapeksha, independent of everything. Sukham chara, revel in yourself. What a language. Na karta na bhokta. There is a sense of kartrutva. Suppose you feel very proud, I am the PhD, I have done that degree. I am the billionaire, the richest man, the second richest, the third richest. Oh my God. You see that now? How people are pampered? Forbes list 400, Forbes 400 list. Who is in that richness thing? Miss Universe. Now who is Miss Universe now? 5-10 people decide who should be Miss Universe, right? 10 people sitting down there to let everybody know she is Miss Universe or he is Mr. Universe. Have you not seen more beautiful girls on the road? And not only that. Have you not seen more handsome boys on the road? No, think for it. Until yesterday, even the same girl who was Miss Universe or Mr. Universe, until yesterday or 3 days before, until yesterday or whenever, until she is crowned, will anybody look at her on the road? Miss Universe. You name it, now everybody start looking at it. Oh, so you will see something which previously you never saw. That means it was not existing. Or it was existing, you did not see. Or in your eyes, your wife, your child, your husband, your brother, your son is the most beautiful one. Once Akbar, was asked, which one is the most beautiful child? Just a question I was asked. Who is the most beautiful child? Then this man showed the gardener, his son was there, daughter, husband, child was there. He said, see, the most lovable, beautiful child. Then he said, Akbar said, how can you say that? Nose running, dirty, all these things. How can you say that? How is the most precious one? Okay, he didn't say anything. The story goes. One day Akbar and others, they are all going around in the garden. There is also a lake in the palace garden. His son or somebody, it doesn't matter, was there and playing on the thing, and near the banks, fell into the water. What did Akbar do? Himself jumped. Did you wait for the guards and the soldiers and other people? No. For him, that is for you, your child is most precious. Same way. Laila Majnu, that thing you have heard. Laila and Majnu, that big love story in the Arab countries. The emperor was in love with the girl. What is the girl's name? Laila or Majnu? Both are seems to be same type of name. And it doesn't matter. Laila is the girl, Majnu is the boy. So whatever. So the emperor also was attracted by that girl. So emperor forcibly took to the palace. But you don't love somebody. I mean, you can't have a loving transaction with somebody who has no respect or love for you. So the king was also very sensitive. Then one day he said, what is that you see in that man? I'm the emperor, everything is there. He says, you look through the eyes of the Majnu. You can't see what is there in that boy. You see through the eyes of the lover, the Laila, then you know how beautiful Majnu is. If you love somebody, that thing becomes absolutely beautiful. And this is what this Vedanta Upanishad will teach us. Not transferring your confidence to something. You are the PhD, you are the this, you are that. No. Mr. Universe, Miss Universe. Can you be Mr. Universe every day? Next year another one. Last year was somebody else, no. Just like people always working for tomorrow. Why are you worried? Tomorrow, tomorrow, what will happen? Why are you saving all your money or doing everything? Why are you not spending anything? Tomorrow, what will happen? Yesterday was tomorrow or not? At one time, yesterday was a tomorrow or not? What did he do for that? Have you ever thought about it? Tomorrow is so important. Now, roles are so very important. What roles I will get? Who you are forgetting. How many roles you have gone? Like, are you getting that? Like tomorrow is becoming yesterday. Roles that you are hankering after have become the last roles. Right or wrong? The roles that you are hankering for. I want to be graduate, postgraduate, director, managing director, president, vice president. The dream has gone, faded. What happened? If you have reached the high, now you are reaching the low. With a sense of satisfaction, I reached there. But then you see, there are other people who are better than you. That is not satisfaction. Understanding about yourself. That is why that language, you see, how is it? Natvam deha nate deha. You are not the body, you don't have the body. No notion is given to you. No particular identity is given to you. The beauty of self-knowledge is that helps you to take beyond the identities. It does not give you an identity. Are you getting that point? It doesn't condemn you to an identity, but takes you beyond the identity. Or else you shall be what? Some people come to self-knowledge, Vedanta, and they'll get, I am the Vedantin. What a waste. I know Brahman. What a waste. No. Should he be a Jnani or a Shastri? Remember. Shastra Jnana yasya asti Shastri. The one who knows the Shastra is a Shastri. The one who knows himself is a Jnani. Understand the difference between the two. Jnana, one who has the knowledge. One who has the knowledge or one who is the knowledge. You don't have the knowledge. If you have a knowledge, that is aparavidya. You have the knowledge of physics, you have the knowledge of chemistry, have the knowledge of mathematics, have the knowledge of physiology. You have the knowledge. Consciousness, you can't say you have the consciousness. You have the consciousness or you are the consciousness. You understand the beauty? You are Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan. Atmatvam Prakrute Paraha. You are beyond everything. Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan. Wow, what language, huh? Jnana Swarupa Vasi. That is your nature. You don't have the knowledge. You are. You don't have the God in you. You are the God in yourself. How? Like ocean. Listen carefully. Ocean is in every drop. The drop was crying. And what is he told? Jnana Swarupa. What is the Jnana Swarupa? Jala Swarupa. You are the nature of water. Bhagavan. Ocean is also you. So call it water as the, are you getting that? Water, the formless Brahman. All forms are ocean, Ishvara. So the drop is, can you call it ocean or no? Ocean is in drop. Water also is in drop. As water it has no problem. As ocean also it has no problem. As a drop, headache. You understand? As a wave, it will feel limited. As the water, enhanced everything. As an ocean, always dancing. Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan. You understand? But the people who do not understand all these things, never have been exposed to these things, they will pick up these words. The Upanishad says, you are Jnana, you are Bhagavan. What is this nonsense? How can you have God? How can you be God? I want to taste sugar. I don't want to be the sugar. How can you be God? What nonsense. These are all arrogance. This is where perversion comes. You don't understand anything. What can you talk to these people? And the world is full of what? Masks, masks and masks. Rolls, rolls, rolls. That is why you count the number of the followers. You become the follower of a religion. Listen carefully. You become the follower of a religion, follower of a faith. Then there is a competition. How many people follow you? How many will follow this? Truth is not a follower. Truth has no following. Truth is truth. There is no follower, no following. That is why Shiva and Vishnu has no conflict. Shiva happily marries Vishnu's sister. Vishnu happily gives his sister to Shiva. But a Vaishnavite will not marry a Shaivite. Just making it a little topical. You understand? Followers have become very important. Following. How many people follow this religion? So the truth is determined by popular vote, by the following. Since most people believe in earth is flat, therefore earth is flat. How beautiful. Since most people believe, twinkle, twinkle, little star, the stars must be twinkling, twinkling, little ones. What is this? Followers of ignorance? How many? Billions. There is no follower of the truth. Don't say, follower of truth, ignorance, many. Followers of truth, very few. There are no followers of truth. Your truth doesn't allow anything other than itself to follow it. God doesn't allow anything other than himself or herself to follow it, or follow her, or follow him, or follow it. When you say Ishvara, masculine, feminine, neuter. Sarvata pani padam tat, sarvatokshi shiromukham, sarvata shrutimam loke, sarvam avrutya tishtati. What a language. Sarvata pani padam tat, whose hands and legs are everywhere. My legs are his legs, your legs are his legs, the bird sound is his sound. Tree is he, everything. Oh, is it only he? No. It can be he, it can be she, it can be it. Masculine, feminine, neuter. Even half masculine, half feminine, Ardhanarishvara. Anything. Nothing stands apart from Ishvara. Ishavashyamidam sarvam. Ishvara. So there is no question of following a God. In the name of God, you cannot create division. That means you don't see the God as he is, or as she is, or as it is. Your version of God, which is exclusive God. God is not an exclusive thing. If it's exclusive, it's as idiotic as you and me, because we are all exclusive people. No? It's like this flower. very exclusive. This is not any other flower. Limitation, no. It's only this flower and not any other flower. So God is like that. Only this one. There is no. That is why to make it a Muslim God, I mean a Hindu God, Muslim God, Christian God, Jain God, Buddhist God, it's so stupid. God also, you follow a religion and you brand God also to that religion, right? Buddhist God, Hindu God. What is this? Hindus don't say that. I don't want to brush everything in the same paint, same painting, I don't want to paint everything in the same brush. That the Hindus, they don't say Hindu God. That is, people have written that Hindu name itself doesn't exist. That is why it is a human tradition. If somebody has named it Hindu, they have limited it. And some people who are proud that, oh, that this is only Hinduism. There is no. Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana means what? Sadayeva Nitana. Eternally fresh. And who is that eternally fresh? You are eternally fresh. Truth is eternally fresh. Everything in this creation is essentially eternally fresh. Sanatana, Sadayeva Nutana. Sanatana say Ishwarasya Dharma. That which is eternally fresh. Ajo Nitya Shashwatayam Purana. Shashwata, eternal, Chirandana, Purana, Purayeva Nava. Even at the olden time it remains the same, fresh. Sanatana Dharma. Where everything is included. That is why you have no division whatsoever. God is what? Krishna, yes. Rama, yes. Jesus, yes. Buddha, yes. Jain, yes. Anything, yes. Donkey, yes. Monkey, yes. Flower, yes. Tree, yes. None of these things, yes, none of these things. The God is also stupid, yes, God is stupid. Why are you holding on to him? It takes the wind out of yourself. Even if you want to hold on to it, the teacher will not allow it. If the teacher is proper. If you try to create my follower, your follower, follower of something, then you create the groups and divisions. Be the truth. Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan, Atmatvam Prakrute Para. Are you getting that point? It's so beautiful, so beautiful. Ishvara, Ishvara, Ishvara. See that, okay? Why is it so? What else you can go on saying? Prakriti, you know yourself, you are beyond all the Prakriti. What is that? Prakriti means? That is Maya, Prakriti, Maya, the Prakriti, Vidhi, all these are all Tattva, the classes, I don't want to get into this here. So that you know the three gunas. What are they? So gunai sambesthito deha tisthati ayati yati cha atmana gantana ganta kimena manusojasi. Tvam prakrute para. You are beyond Prakriti, but this physical body is bound by Prakriti. Because of the ignorance, because of these gunas, gunai sambesthita deha. Deha, this body is surrounded by, pervaded in and through by, controlled, regulated by these principles of guna. What is that? Tisthati, ayati, yati. Tisthati, it is in a potential state. Ayati comes through the mother's womb to the world. Yati goes. Tisthati, ayati, yati. Deha. Understand deha. What is the deha? Deha means what? Physical body, right? Listen carefully. The deha, when you say, we think it's physical body. No, deha means everything. You know that word deha? Why that word deha has come? Dahyata iti deha. That which is burnt. That which is cremated. Huh? But Swamiji, only in Sanatana Vedic tradition people do the cremation. But there are many people that bury it, they throw it like that. So how can you say deha dahyata iti deha? Adhyatmika, adibhautika, adidaivika tapeihi dahyata iti deha. So that which is burnt by, that which is roasted, affected by the three fires. The three fires are adhyatmika tapa, adibhautika tapa, adidaivika tapa. Adhyatmika tapa, atmanam adhikritya vartate. Physical body by itself is continuously fizzling out, fading away. perishing, dying, consumed by time, Adhyatmika. The death is inherent in the body. Should you need to kill the body? Huh? The day the child is born, the body is born, you can very safely predict the fellow will die. What else he is going to be, you don't know. But definitely you can say this one is going to die. Adhyatmika is already inherent. Adi bhautika tapa, outsides. Anything can happen. Rain, sun, summer, these things, Baghra, Chauradi, Bhayam, the riots, all these things can happen. Bandh, tiger, snake, anything can affect that also. Adhidevika tapaha, the unknown, the fire of the unknown burns it. You don't know. Suddenly somewhere happens. Tsunami, earthquake, typhoon, tornado. You are destroyed. Your body only? Everybody's body. It is not a body has no religion. Is there a Hindu body, Muslim body, Christian body? Body is a body, deha. And every deha is affected by this fire of three types. Therefore, it is deha. And this deha, every one of these comes out of what goes through three conditions. Is potential. Every body is potential, right or wrong? Oldest amongst us, let's say 80-year-old. 8 years before, all of us were unmanifest. Now we are all manifest. After 8 years, by chance one of us survives. What will see? Everybody has already gone. Tishtati, ayati, yati. Only body? Your bhavana, thoughts also. Tishtati, potential. Ya ayati, comes. Yati, goes. Are you getting that point? Now, if you listen carefully, if you give an identity to a person, you convert somebody to a faith. You condemn somebody. Either you convert somebody or you condemn somebody. You condemn somebody to a faith. That is what the whole world does it, isn't it? You are my son, you are my daughter, you are my husband, you are an Indian, you are a man. What are you doing? Condemning somebody to that particular identity. Or convert. I am no Indian citizen, I am American. Conversion. What is different from previously I was believing in a tree, now I am believing in a trunk or a stone. That is as my God. Previously I was believing monkey as the God, somebody says cow as the God, somebody is saying no, there is no God, space is the God. Or you say, this is the only God. Now, what is happening? Either you are condemned to a belief or you are converted to a belief. Everybody forgets. Tishtati, you were there as you are. Every other faith that you are getting, it is also potential. Listen carefully. Whereas truth, the consciousness that you are, tishtati, it is, but not ayati yati. It doesn't come and go. Whereas identities come and go. Were you born husband? Anybody here? Born husband? Born wife? Your wife goes, husband roll drops out. Husband goes, wife roll drops out. Children go, father, mother roll drop out. Parents go, child roll drops out. Ayati, yati. Convert, your religious roll goes. You see that conversion? You understand conversions? What does it mean? Converting means what? It was not, and if you reconvert or convert to something else, that also goes away. You understand how beautiful it is. That is why conversion has no meaning. Absolutely no meaning. You want to listen to this? I think I told long back, but just on the occasion I can tell you. There was one person, one person was living in a very, he left his hometown, he was following a particular religion, let's say, I don't want to name it, then it creates a problem for you. Just think, he was following some particular religion. Then he went to another country where those people follow a totally different religion, nothing to do with what this man had his faith. And he was a freelancer, eating every day everything. So every day, and he had a habit, he is an Indian, sort of a Sardar, just a joke, but Sardar also take it away. He just, the person was, just take a Sardar, just for fun of it. You can change the name if you like. So the person was eating whatever he wants to eat. So every day he will eat chicken, every day. He can't stop eating chicken. So in that country, the people who are believing in that religion, they were not vegetarians. They are non-vegetarians. But every day they can eat a thing, but on Friday only they have to eat fish. But this man was eating every day chicken. So those fellows, those who are so much stuck on the food, Friday when this fellow barbecues chicken, everybody is disturbed. So they go and tell the religious head of the village, convince that fellow not to barbecue chicken on Friday, Say, no, he has his faith, how can I change it? No, he is the only one, what is there? You can talk to him, let him be friendly with us, let him convert to our religion. He was very happy, harvesting a soul. So he goes there, tell him, sir, why don't you, when you are alone, why don't you come to our worship, place of worship on Sunday? Okay, he goes there. He said, now on, you are part of one of us. But how can I be like that? I'm a person from another country, another religion, how can I be like that? You come now, don't worry about it. Will you like to be? Because then you will be friendly with everybody. He said, yes, why not? Anyway, I'm not doing anything, why not? So he comes next Sunday. So the next Sunday when he comes, he gives him a shave and like that, and puts him some holy water on him and says, you were born, whatever, Sardar, Indian, whatever, you were born this. You were born a Sardar, you were raised a Sardar, now you are X. I said, oh, that's fantastic, that's very good. But remember, most important thing, you can eat anything, but Fridays you should not eat chicken. You can eat Friday fish. That is the most important injunction. That was the disturbing everybody. So Friday you are not supposed to eat the chicken. You must eat fish only. No problem. And then you convert. So first Friday, of course, chicken also. Second Friday also chicken. But slowly, the conversion, it wears out. So the third or fourth Friday, again he started eating the fish. When the fragrance, that flavor, that barbecued fish smell goes to the town, village, so all the villagers are disturbed. Again the fellow has started, they immediately went to the religious head there and said, look, the fellow has started doing this fish again. He said, really? So he goes on Friday, he visits. True, he's going to barbecue the fish. He says, sir, did I not tell you, you are not supposed to eat fish on the Fridays? He said, yes, I am not eating fish. I am eating only chicken. I said, how can you say this? He said, I see you are putting the fish on. He said, no. I learned from you. See what I do? He brought a fresh fish again. He said, no, now you don't put it again, another fish. No, I am showing you. It is not a fish. Now it is a fish. But now you just see what happens. He takes some water in his hand and says, you were born a fish. You are raised a fish. Now you are chicken. You can pour 1 million ton of water with that fish with chicken. So just by telling, you are like this, now onwards you are converted to this. What nonsense is that? That is why even Vedanta Upanishad also doesn't work. With a fellow who is already a non-believer, already in a diehard follower of a particular religion, childhood onwards, heavy religious conditioning has gone in. Heavy religious conditioning has gone in. You should not do this, you should do this is papa, this is punya, this is right, this is wrong. Only this puja, only that worship, only this chanting, only the fasting under the thing, or doing this, or you don't have to follow any of these things. Solid ideas are given, Now the Vedanta Upanishad comes and tells, Jnana Sarupo Bhagavan Atma Tvam Prakute Param. You are the consciousness, you are the absolute, you are the things. You have thrown this water, but the fellow remains the Gada. Nothing changes. Lucky you don't try to convert them. They want to be converted to this beautiful thought. Are you getting that? That is why you don't look for converts. They want to come and convert themselves. I want to have this beautiful feeling that I am not this, I am not this, I am the absolute. Whoa, very good. Yes, you pick up I am the absolute, but deep inside, that upbringing of different religious indoctrinations continuously stays inside. You cannot fight it out. Then you shall bring in your rights and wrongs, your sins and papas and punyas, your sins and vices and virtues, and impose it on this something which has no vice, no virtue, no pain and pleasure, no limitations of any kind, help you to discover who you are. You are not supposed to be branded to, condemned to a particular identity, but there you cannot shake that identity from yourself. Born and brought up into a very orthodox, very, very indoctrinating traditions, even a releasing tradition becomes your bondage. Are you getting that point, please? How unfortunate. That is how you can see people come to Vedanta, but they never understand themselves because they are still carrying that load. They are more interested in who they were than who they are. Do you appreciate how beautiful this tradition is? When the tradition is busy, this teaching, this tradition is busy releasing you from limitation, you bring your indoctrinating limitations and impose it on the freedom. Then you start pointing out the mistake on the Upanishads. How can you say that? Yes, I am absolute, but then relative role also I should have. No. Yes, have the relative role, but don't condemn yourself to that role. Neither look in that eyes. Listen carefully. You cannot do that. I'll come to that board for 1 minute, okay? I'll show you. Because ultimately, listen carefully. When you understand these things, very clearly you must see. Who you are is never what you have. Never. You are even uncompromisingly absolute infinity. Listen please. If you hold on to the duality, the limitations, even in whatever name, in the name of the holiness, in the name of righteousness, in the name of religiousness, in the name of honesty, all that stuff, you will also destroy yourself completely. Why? Oh, everybody believes I am the body, how can I say I am not the body? Yes, go with the line, but never lose yourself who you are. That is something who you are. Should be primary. Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan. You are absolute. Atma. So when the body comes, and listen carefully, a body comes and is, comes, goes. Thought is, comes, goes. Even the ideas, conversions, ideas, they are. They come, they go. Everything fades away. You are always there. In you, everything is potential. But listen, in you, everything is potential. But you don't come and go. But any other thing that is potential in you, that comes and goes. Are you getting that point? Water is always remaining. Oh boy, you understand? Water is always remaining the same. In water, all the waves are potential. All the huge waves are potential. All the whirlpools are potential. But when the waves come and go, whirlpools come and go, tsunami comes and goes, water doesn't come and go, always remain the same. Every one of your identity comes and goes. Where is your childhood now? Where is your youth now? Where is your adult age now? Where is your school days now? Where are your friends now? Where is your father? Where is your mother? Where are your relationships? Diabetic, no more sweet eating. Where is your sweet eating now? Lost your hearing. Where is the listening now? Roles are dropping out. Can't say I'm a son anymore. Parents are gone. Can't say husband anymore. Wife is gone. Can't say believer in something. Your belief is gone. Have you not seen people? You retired. You no more can say I'm a manager or managing director. That also is gone. But you are there. What roles you picked up? Ayati yati comes and goes. You are always there. Okay? Now we shall see that something. Please see how this is something so beautiful to remember all the time. Look at this. What is this? Huh? A pen. Okay? Can the pen write? Can the pen write? By itself. Can the pen say, I am writing? Can the pen write? Okay, so this is a pen. The pen cannot write. So let us do the picture of a pen now. The pencil. Okay. Now it is there, cannot write. Okay? Think. Okay. Can you say your hands? Oh, beautiful hands. Lotus. Okay. Can you say the hands right? Let the hand right. Just hand be there. Can the hand right? First you say, I write, right? I write. You say, I write. Who is writing? Is the pen writing? Then there will be, without the pen, the books are not coming out. The pen by itself cannot write. Can the hands by themselves write? So the body can write, the whole body can write. Body can write. Okay. The thoughts that are written. So what is written now? Listen carefully. What is written? What do you write? Do you write the word or do you write your thoughts? Do you write your thoughts or you write the word? You may write about the word, but you write your thought. So thoughts by themselves, are they writing? Let us say you are writing on the lotus. All the dust. Mountain. River. Birds. All these things with thoughts also it is invisible, okay? So you are writing. So thoughts, are they writing? Are the thoughts by themselves, are they writing? So who is writing? Who is speaking? Just see now. Is the microphone speaking? Does it speak or it amplifies? It amplifies. It does not speak. I switch it off. Put it on. It amplifies. It does not speak. It amplifies. Does the body speak? By itself? No. Body only amplifies. Body amplifies the thoughts. Body amplifies the thought. somebody is using the body to amplify the thought. Can the thought by themselves be spoken? Can the thought by themselves be spoken? Are you conscious of your thought? Are you conscious of your thought? So the thought can be spoken, the thought can be written. Just take any of the examples and you think for yourself. Thought can be spoken, thought can be written. And who does it? The job. Who does it? The job, the action. Action, where from it comes? Does it come from the pen? Pen is acted upon or the pen acts? Pen is used or the pen writes? Pen is used. Hand is used or hand writes? Used. The body is used or the body writes? The thoughts are used or the thoughts write? Used. Consciousness illumines it all. Who decides to write? I. Is I. I decide to write, but this I feels lazy, so now I want to speak. Writing is a tough job. I want to speak. Writing is a tough job. Speaking also a tough job. I want to read. Still easier. Why? Somebody has written. I want to listen. Somebody is still easy. Are you really my point? Easy. Where from it is all coming? Okay. By itself, can the I write? By itself, can the I write? So there are no thoughts. What the I can write? What the I can write? If there are no thoughts, listen carefully. What the I can write? No body, no hand, no pen. Can you write? Now suppose the pen is gone. Still then you can write. How? With finger. Hammer and chisel. You can paint it. Painting also is a writing. Sculpture also is a writing. So now suppose your hand is gone. Your body is incapable. Let us say. Your body, you don't want to use your body. Your body is not gone with disappear, but body is you are not using it. So can the thoughts be written? Spoken? If you don't want to use your body, your thoughts will remain with yourself. Okay. If the thoughts go, are you still conscious or no? Just the thoughts go. Can the I go? I will not go. I shall tell no thought, no body, no writing, no speaking. How do you know that no body, no speaking? You are conscious. Now suppose this I also is gone. Are you there or not? Atma, Atma, Brahma, this is what it is. These things, from the I to the, call it the pen, pencil, whatever you say, whatever it is, from there to there, is all guna. Yati, ayati, yati. First thing is listen carefully. 3 words, no? Ishtati, is, comes, goes. Ishtati, English even right now. Ishtati, ayati, yati. Is, comes, goes. Everything falls under this principle. This beginning from I to this
they come under this, you are getting that, thought, the body, and all the hands and legs and all that stuff, hands and legs, whatever, so the eyes, all that stuff, they come under these three categories. Up to this, all the three are there. Is, they come, they go. The pencil comes and goes. Trillions of the sun rises and sets, sun is, rises, goes. Solar system is, rises, goes. How many stars are there? In your life situation, comes and goes. Body comes and goes. Don't understand. Don't keep deluded. Don't dismiss it. In Atma Jnana Swarupa, it is always asking, it is. Whereas these things is, comes, goes. I is, comes, goes. When? Can happen. Body, childhood is, comes, goes. Youth is, comes, goes. Thought, potential is, comes, goes. I thought is, comes, goes. The moment you come to consciousness, there is only one thing. Consciousness is, but no comes and goes. That is the consciousness is Asti Bhati Priyom Rupa. Asti. It is a word Asti. Bhati. Consciousness is Bhamasmi Sada Bhami. I am and always. Kadachit Ahamapriyam. At no time I ever dislike myself. Again, these things, you can like it, you need not like it. Today you like your body, tomorrow you cannot like it. Today you like your thought, tomorrow you cannot like it. Today you like a person, you cannot like it. Today you like an object, you cannot like it. But yourself, you always like it. Because I like that something because it gives me happiness. It doesn't give me happiness, I dislike it. So when the objects become likes and dislikes, you are always the subject that is love. You always love yourself. Are you getting that point? For yourself, you can love something. For yourself, you can get rid of something. But can you hate yourself? Always accept yourself who you are. So it is Sada Sadaham Asmi, Sadaham Bhami, Sadaham Priya. I am Satchidananda Swarupa Jnana Swarupa. So consciousness always is Nuyati. Whereas conversion is a role. Conversion is what? Until yesterday you are Indian, today you are American. Until yesterday you are American, but now you are Australian. You change your, that is conversion. Until yesterday, bachelor, now married, conversion. I am not converted to married, divorce. So from married to divorce. Conversion or no? You understand? You are converting from one faith to another faith, one religion to another religion, one belief to another belief, one road to another road. You understand? This stupid game is continuously going on. In Vedanta Upanishad, in the absolute knowledge, self-knowledge, there is no conversion. That is helping you to be yourself. Literally releasing you for conversion. Making you incapable of being converted. You understand? Making you incapable of being converted. Because consciousness cannot be converted to any role, anything whatsoever. Who you are is not a role. Who you are is the truth. But what you have is a, and that is that word, Atma, Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan, Atma. Ultimately, you don't have to dismiss it. Yati Have you gone to this world? Yes, go. This pond will be going. Water will not go, but the waves will disappear. Elements will not go, but the elemental body will disappear. Thoughts will not, consciousness will not go, but thoughts will disappear. Body will disappear. Name and forms will disappear. Nameless, formless, continuous. That is yours. You want to live in God? Choice is yours. God's name and form is dawning, dawning for all forms. The ocean will always exist. Ishvara always exists. It's so beautiful.
So, very beautifully says, Gunai sambeshtito deyaha tishtati ayati yati cha Gunai sambeshtito deyaha. So, deha means now what? Not only body, that which is anything that is roasted by the three tapas, adhyatmika, adhibhautika, adhidaivika tapa, that which is touched by these three fires of three different sources of so-called limitation and suffering, that includes the entire universe, physical universe, your body, your own mind, thoughts, everything. Whereas Atma, yourself, the I, the meaning of the word I, consciousness, na ganta, na aganta, neither it comes nor it goes. Tasmat kimena manusochasi. Why are you unnecessarily grieving for that? You are not there to grieve. Are you there to enjoy? Nor you are there to grieve. Are you there to understand? So what is the question of you are there to misunderstand? If you are there to understand, sometimes you will misunderstand or don't understand. Consciousness is not an understanding. You understand the point. See that? You understand the point. What a waste. It's like a joke. Consciousness is not an understanding. That is yourself. If the I, the individuality sitting down there to understand it, sometimes you will understand, sometimes you will not understand, sometimes you will misunderstand. Both ways, all the three ways trouble. If you are understanding it, afraid, you may misunderstand. Somebody, you are being challenged. Misunderstanding is glorious trouble. Don't understand it, horribly inferior complex. Hey, what is there to understand, not understand, misunderstand? Is it a subject like a history, chemistry, geography, mathematics? It's yourself. What is there to understand? In whose presence understandings are facilitated, itself is beyond understanding. Do you understand? Yes. What? I am conscious that I understand. This is truth. Consciousness is not an understanding, but in whose presence understanding is understood. In whose presence perceptions are perceived. Consciousness is not a perception. Fire is hot or it's hot for you? Come on. Fire is hot. Fire burns. Does the fire burn? Can the fire burn itself? You get burnt. Fire doesn't burn itself. Fire is not hot for itself. You feel the heat. You must be there. Consciousness is, I must be there to say, I know, I understand. How beautiful. Body is not there to say, I'm young or old or anything. That is why, kimena manusochasi. Why are you grieving? If you are grieving, feeling limited by this identification, what it means is, you are not aware of yourself. If you are aware of yourself, there is no grieving. Na sochati na kankshati. Na sochati na kankshati. By knowing it, the person neither grieves nor rejoices. Everything as it is, beautiful. Okay, that's fantastic lines. Let's read the next ones. Devatishtatu kalpantam gachat vaddiva va punah kvavruddhi kvacha vahani tava chinmatra rupinah tvayanantamaham bodho vishwavichi sabhavatah udetu vastamayatu nate vruddhir navakshatihi tata chinmatra ruposi nate bhinnamidam jagat atah kasya katham putra heyo padeya kalpana. Please see it. Therefore this deha kalpantam tishtatu punah addeva gachatu kvabudhi kvavahani tava chinmatra rupina tava chinmatra rupina. When you are the pure jnana swarupa, chit swarupa, pure consciousness, this physical body limited by the three gunas, and that is its nature, tishtati, ayati, yati, is, comes, goes, such a body, tishtatu, kalpantam, let it exist until the longest time. Kalpantam. Kalpantam is, kalpa is like yuga, you know, satya, treta, dvatapara, kali. There are 4 yugas. Chaturyogi. Chaturyogi, okay? Treta, how many years? 4,32,000 years. Dvapara, 8,64,000. Treta, 12 lakh, 8,32,000, 4,32,000, 8,64,000, then into 3, 12,96,000, then that one is 17,28,000. This Sweta, the Satya Yuga. Totally together it comes around some 43 lakhs. 43,20,000, it comes like that. Chaturyogi. 1,000 such Chaturyogi, you will make it one kalpa. So only you know how much. Then 1,000 such kalpas makes Manvantara. 1,000 such Manvantara makes a day of Brahma. Brahma lives for 100 years. 365, if you make it 365, human calculus, 365 to 100, that is Brahma's 100 years. That 100 is a Brahma. So how long he has lived, you know what it is. Your mind is already failed, gone, finished. Now you are with yourself. Understand? Time concept. And this type of Brahma, hundreds of Brahma disappear by the time Vishnu, by the time he winks, hundreds of Brahma disappear. Don't think as a story. By the time sun moves one round, the earth has gone. Imagine the whole universe rotating. Let us say the whole universe rotating. By the time it takes one round, how many billions of suns and stars might have been dead? So if it is rotating, just imagine, if it is rotating must be around a center. Does the center rotate? How big is the circle? Infinity. How many centers? Infinity. Therefore each one of us is the center, yet limitless. Brahma, Vishnu. You understand this? How beautiful. So here the form of when you talk about Ishvara, it is not one exclusive form sitting down somewhere and throwing one stone at you, another one peanuts. Because you are a good monkey, take the peanut. You are a bad monkey, get a stone. And a childish stuff, you understand? These are the type of childish religions. Most people are like childish things. But don't laugh at it. Why? For them that is very important. Like when in your own house, when a child cannot talk about rice, but he say re. Suppose he simply says re. Do you laugh at it? What is it? Re. Say rice. Re. The child cannot say rice. Cannot say mommy, mom. Do you hit him? Wow. But even when he's 20, if he says, that means what? Now you're in a sad state. Poor thing. Physically challenged, mentally challenged. You can start with any faith. But if you end up with limited identifications, what can I say? Mentally challenged. Wow. The person must grow up. See about himself. Who is he? Then you see that potential everywhere. They say tishtati. That tishtati is, that isness is common to everybody in this universe. The tree is, listen carefully, the tree is, earth is, star is, planet is, body is, thought is, I is. Listen. When the tree born, growing, changing, body born, growing, changing, thought born, growing, changing, isness is not born, isness is not growing, isness is not changing. Sada ahamasmi sada bhami, kadachin ahamapriya adaham nakathom gatam brahma, Sachidananda Lakshanam. You know, the student, that Advaita Makaranda, it beautifully he writes, Aham asmi, I am, sada bhami, always I shine, kadachin ahamapriya, always I love myself. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Since I always is Sat, always shine, Chit, love myself, Ananda. Tatoha, ataha, katham noham, atoham na katham Brahma. Therefore, how can I not be Brahman, which is Sachidananda Lakshanam. They call it Sachidananda Lakshana Brahma, that I have to be that. There is no choice. See that assertion? Are you the only one that way? Lucky. When you see yourself like this, you see everybody also same Brahma Swarupam, Atma Swarupam. The teacher knew he is Jnana Swarupa. He tells the student what? Ajnana Swarupa. This teacher is Jnana Swarupa, students are all Ajnana Swarupa. Nobody, even when you are under the spell of ignorance, you are Jnana Swarupa Bhagavan. Therefore, this physical body, tishthantu kalpantam, until the longest time of life. Addhaiva gachatu punaha, or today it goes. Your wealth, let it last forever or suddenly disappears. Your images. What is the image? Good man, noble man, honest man, holy man. This image, right? Image is also getting affected. It may stay for a long time or it may suddenly go. You consider yourself a very rich man. Lakpati, man of lakhs. Suddenly lakh has lost its meaning. Now they start only millionaire. Your image is gone. You at one time you thought you were Lakpati, a man of lakhs. Now you are not a millionaire. So he is a millionaire. Now billions is the least. So millionaire also useless. You are not in that list. If you are just a gazetted officer, you could fly. Now too many gazetted officers became only director level can fly. Now suddenly you are going in the train. Image is gone. No, please understand. These things you must see it clearly. You are a politician. At one time it was a prestigious thing to be a politician. Now politicians are sort of, politician means crooks. Suppose people think, no more, I don't want to be a politician. Why? Image gone. Sadhu means wonderful. Now sadhu means fighting for cow or fighting for a temple. Everywhere, joining the big group. Jhandadhari, taking a flag and fighting and all these things. Now this saffron is connected to some type of fighting, doing this or that. Or even anything for that matter. One man cheats, one man does it like anywhere. One politician does everything. One images get lost. What happens? Ayati, yati. It can go. Positions. Ayati, yati. Therefore, deha tishtatu kalpan. Therefore, body lasts forever or today it goes. Your money lasts forever or today it goes. Position lasts forever or today it goes. Images start forever or today it goes. Anything. Kva buddhi kvachava hani tava chinmatra rupinah. Kva buddhi kvachava hani. By getting this position, by being with that particular idea or image, you did not add something to infinity. When that goes away, nothing is gone with it, nothing is reduced. Like ocean, all the waves are there, thousands, apuryamanam achala pratishtam samudram apaha pravishanti yadvat. The ocean is full and complete. Thousands of tons of water coming into the ocean doesn't overflow. No water comes in, the ocean doesn't dry up. The body lives for a long time, timeless, infinite is not affected. It's not added. Nothing is added to timeless. The body drops today, nothing is taken away from timeless. You have all the empire at your disposal. You are who you are. Not an inch of land to say your own. Body is there. It doesn't add to your immortality. Not there, doesn't take away your immortality. Thoughts are there, roles are there, images are there. You are infinite. Everything you are still infinite. That is why you don't have to look for a little shelter in a conversion. Are you getting that point? You come, I will give you a role which will be giving you some respect. If you find shelter, listen carefully, if you find shelter under a thought, idea, practice, image, prosperity, poverty, renunciation, indulgence, finished. Who you are is independent of nirapeksha, sukham jara, independent of everything. Revel in that. Kvavridhi kvachavaha, tvayi ananta mahabodho vishwavichi svabhavatah. In you, the endless ocean of consciousness, the waves of universes, vishwavichi. Waves or wave of universe, vishwavichaya also can say. Waves of universes rise and fall. Udetu astamayatu. Let them rise, let them fall. nate bruddhi nate kshati. Neither you have added anything to you, nor anything is taken away from you. We shall see next class. Tata chinmatra ruposi. O son, O child, O good one, baby. Tata, son, baby, child, handsome, sakha, dear one, Soumya, handsome one. It doesn't matter, whoever you are. Chinmatra ruposi. You are pure consciousness alone. Nate bhinnam idam jagat. Jagat tena bhinnam. This jagat which is jayate, gacchati, tishtati iva. Which is as though, which is born, going, as though existing, appearing to exist for some time. In reality, always is the existence itself, consciousness, always there. And it is not different from you. Since it is so, atham, ataha, therefore, kasya, for whose sake, whose, katham, how, kutra, where, heya upadeya kalpana. What is this you are unnecessarily suffering from? Heya upadeya, something is useful, something is useless, something is divine, something is mundane, something is vicious, something is virtuous, something is beautiful, something is ugly, something is profound, something is profane, something is mortal, something is long-lasting, something is secured, something insecure. What is this? Katham, how? Kutra, where is this kalpana, these imaginations, these type of projections, impositions of ideas? Kasya, for whom? You are not there to have this idea. Are you getting that point? Body has no sense of living long or dying now. So if you are not there, what idea of living now, dying now or living long? Thoughts coming or not going? Creation is existing, not existing, doesn't matter. Everything is beautiful as it is. Therefore, nirapeksha, sukham chara. Without any apeksha, without any dependence whatsoever, sukham chara, happily revel through life. Don't wait to be converted to something. Don't wait to pick up a role. Don't make it conditional, that it should be there or should not be there. It should be done or should not be done. It has to exist or should not exist. No conditions apply. Who you are is an unconditioned, eternal existence in and through everything. Okay? Close your eyes. Thank you.